Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah.
I made this new fucking YouTube, and now every video that I watch on it, it got fucking commercials.
Goodbye. Yes, we are reviewing Remember the Titans today. How a wonderful movie this was. I caught myself crying a couple times. Who would have knew that Disney back in the day was a master class of classics? And it's just sometimes it's heartbreaking to see what Disney has grown into today. Um, we don't get no more Aladdin's. Remember the Titans and Treasure Planet. Remind me to do a review on all of those. I love all of those. But back to Remember the Titans. Yes, I'm doing this review from the side of my floor. Why? Obito put me here, and I gotta figure a way out. Once I do, I will move. But it opens up with a racial war breaking out at school. It kind of reminded me of Ruby Bridges, and that's another movie I might have to review on here because Ruby Bridges was a fantastic movie. But it starts out with so many wonderful young stars, Hayden Panettiere, so many stars. Denzel Washington is in this movie that it feels like they got their break from this movie. You have Gosling is in this movie. It's a lot of people in this movie. But that also, and it's also a lot of great acting in this movie all around. It's about a football team of whites and blacks went to football camp, came together, went back to their hometown, was being torn apart, had a choice of being torn apart or buckle down, and they chose to buckle down, stand firm on their brotherhood, went undefeated, and won the championship, which is a crazy, crazy, crazy thing to happen. It's like the opposite. To me, it's the opposite of, not the opposite, but it's like We Are Marshall, but to me better. And that's just how I feel about Remember the Titans. You have Gary Bertier, All-American, Superman, stand on what he believed in and what he was grown up to believe in until he meets Julius, Soul Power, who's just as strong as him, just as tough as him, just as strong-minded as him, but also willing to call a man on their shortcomings as much as he is. And when those two came together, everything kind of just came together like glue. And what I mean by that is you can see before they became friends that there were other people starting to become friends, but had that I like that guy, but I'm not gonna hang out with that guy type of feel with it. Or a couple of guys are hanging out and other guys are feeling the way about it. My man Lastic, and I love how Lastic came in. I'm here to play football. I know y'all black, I know I'm white. I'm just here to play football. I don't think I'm going to college. And for the Coach Boone, to go out of his way to be like, if you don't go to college, it won't be because you didn't qualify. So bring me your test scores after every test, every class, and we'll go over it together. For a coach who has children and has a wife at home, to take time out of his day to take another extra hour or two after practice, after school, to help you with your homework. Them are the type of adults that we need. Those are the type of adults that shape the future and in a positive manner, if you ask me. Giving a kid hope who felt like he didn't have hope in any aspect of his life, whether it be his weight, whether it be his friends. But him meeting Rev and him meeting his coach changed everything about him. Look, I broke out of it. Obito got me sitting up. Gary Bertier dies in this movie. Spoiler alert. Yeah, I already said it. I know it's late. But the journey that him and Julius went on together, Julius meeting his mother, them breaking up fights in school and things of that nature, like the struggles that they had to go to remain brothers, and for him to get into a car accident, be paralyzed, It's one of the most powerful moments in the movie to me when Julius walks into his hospital room and he tells him, like, when all this is over, like when I'm done with high school and college and I have my money and job, and whenever you get out of this hospital, we gonna move out to the next same neighborhood. Ain't gonna be no black and white between us. And like we gonna live every day till we grow old as brothers. And I think I could have watched the movie just with that alone, just the acting and the story writing between Julius and Gary Bertier. I would love to watch that. Even when he first got to the hospital, his mother in the movie earlier did not want to meet Julius, didn't want to have anything to do with him. When Julius walked into the hospital, that's the second person he seen. First was Coach. Coach had to get to him first. But as soon as the mama got to him, she was like you could tell the love and respect she had for him and the love and respect he had for her. And she's like, he don't want to see nobody but you, Julius. Yes, ma'am. Like, you just see it. And then I would have loved to see that family dynamic outside of Remember the Titans. Like, wouldn't her, because I'm pretty sure Julius, Gary Bertier, and his mother moved in together. And I would have loved to see that dynamic of the house, how she interact with her boys, the town they moved to, the town's looking ideals of them. The coach was crazy because it's like you have two sets of coaches that don't like each other, really strong on about what they're doing, and they're not really all on the same page, but they get on the same page once they start trying to tell them apart, which I thought was actually dope. It's like they didn't just come together for the sake of coming together, or for the sake of the movie. They came together because, oh, I want you to lose this game, and we'll get you into the Hall of Fame. But as a good Christian man, it didn't sit on his heart right. You know what I'm saying? And as the other coach, you lose one game, this is no longer your team. So it puts you in a position to not trust your other coach, the other half of the defensive part of your team, the coaching half, and you have to go in there and still try to execute. It has you trying to win every game by large margins because you don't want to put it in the defense hands. And you don't feel like you can trust them to hold weight because what's stopping them from helping you lose so the old coach could get his job back. But how they stood firm and the intensity in his face when he told him, I will go to the papers and before God, I will take every one of y'all down with me. And he said, you make sure that they remember forever the night they played the Titans. Oh my God. There's just so many great moments in this movie. Sunshine, when Rev went down as quarterback and Sunshine had to step up, the fact that he said, let the man through, and he let him through, and to me, this is one of the greatest football movies of all time. It's in my top. It hits normal beats just like everybody else, I guess you would say. But to me, as far as a football movie, it goes in my top 5 with like Any Given Sunday and right now they were my only 2. Maybe that's a list we should feel or could feel. Marshall might be in there. If you want to be on this journey or go on this journey with me with discovering my top 5 movies of all genres, we can do that. Tap in below, comment, and like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. It really, really does. But if you want to go on this journey of finding the best shooter, top 5 shooters in my list, top 5 football movies, basketball movies, and we're just going to make a list and go down them, and then we're going to rank them as a group, live. So, y'all tap in with your boys. Y'all let me know what you think, how you guys feel. Remember the Titans. What did you feel when you watched it? Have you seen it? Will you watch it? Talk to me. And can you name every cast member that blew up out of that movie? Let's talk about it.